ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Bill Guile. Brought to you by the Preserve Sporting Club and Resort.
Good evening, everyone. Well, it took a while for the rain to turn to snow this evening, but when it did, it started coming down, pretty good clip. And now we're in the kind of the final stages of the steadiest snowfall. The height of it, anyway, is just about to wind on down, but we're not completely done. But you notice now the Cape is starting to make the changeover from rain to snow as well. The back edge already starting to try to work in a little bit through central Connecticut, but there's still a little bit of an extra pulse of energy that's going to come through. So it's not going to completely shut down until about, say 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning for us. But any additional snowfall after midnight is really going to be light. It looks like maybe an additional inch from where we are right now. A few of the reports locally started coming in here in the last hour or so. Harrisville at 3 inches. Over in Norton at the National Weather Service office, they reported an 1.5 inches. That was as of 9:30 this evening. Cumberland also about the same time reporting about an inch. So since those reports came in, there's been about an additional inch that had already fallen between then and now. Visibilities, yeah, they're still down there across much of the region, and in fact, we're still looking at light to moderate snow in eastern Massachusetts, down through the southeastern areas, through the South Shore. But these areas are going to start improving over the next hour or so. We're already seeing that starting to happen down through Westerly, and look at Groton and New London's up now to 10-mile visibility. So we are seeing a let up in the snow intensity. The wind, that's become more northerly. It's picked up a little bit, and it's really starting to pull in the colder air at the present time. So we can see the temperatures off to our north now dropping down to the mid and upper 20s, and they're continuing to sink to the south and to the east. So we are going to be getting colder and colder as we head towards daybreak. And as we go into the next couple of days, yeah, we're going to be finding ourselves in the frigid air mass right through the first half of the upcoming week with some bitter cold wind chills. We'll take a look at that in a moment. All right, but back to the storm system here. The storm center itself is now starting to work its way past the Cape or the island's longitude, and it's going to continue lifting off to the northeast. So as it's doing so, again, things are really going to start winding down in the next hour or so, but not completely shutting off until about, like I said, just before daybreak, anywhere between 3 and 5 in the morning. During the day tomorrow, it's going to be cold, a bit of a wind blowing out there as well. And as we go into the afternoon, this little disturbance will be hanging around, so we could have a late afternoon or evening flurry come on through. That'll just be in the leading edge of the really frigid air moving in for Tuesday and Wednesday, with high pressure trying to work into the region. In fact, late Tuesday night into Wednesday, there's going to be some more moisture sitting just off the coastline to our south. We'll be keeping an eye on that, perhaps early Wednesday morning along the south coast. Could be a few flurries to watch out for, but Wednesday itself will be a dry day. So here's a close-up view of what we're going to be dealing with again through the rest of the overnight tonight. Again, watch what happens. This really starts winding down quickly towards the midnight hour. By 2 o'clock in the morning, we're just left with some lighter snow showers around from that last little band that'll come on through. But by daybreak, it's all out of here. In fact, the sky is clearing. But notice those temperatures are down into the teens at that point in time. And they don't bounce back much at all during the course of the day for tomorrow afternoon, other than, again, we have to watch late day for an evening snow shower or flurry to come on through. But then we go into Tuesday morning, overnight lows into the single digits, and it's going to be feeling colder with the wind chills and not recovering much during the afternoon. So again, with the snowfall overnight tonight, most of the area is going to end up between 2 and 4 inches, around 3 or 4 Providence, up to Cumberland and to Pawtucket. You get that 5th inch perhaps, maybe even a 6th inch amount as you get up into the northwest hills up towards Worcester, but that's pretty much about it. It's all going to be shutting down quickly. Lesser amounts down along the immediate south coast because it really just took so long to change over there. All right, so here's what we're going to be looking at in terms of the wind chills setting up. As we go into Tuesday morning, sub-zero wind chills heading out the door in the morning hours. Doesn't get much better in terms of improvement for the afternoon. Yeah, it still feels quite cold out there Tuesday afternoon, and it's the same story again going into Wednesday morning. Just some bitter cold air coming our way, so get ready for that. And we'll try to recover from the temperatures as we head towards the next weekend. Maybe Friday might introduce another snow shower around, and notice we're slowly getting back into the mid, maybe upper 30s by next weekend. But again, For tomorrow morning, stepping out the door, be ready for icy conditions. Do what you can to clear your driveways, then throw some ice melt down because it is going to be bitter cold for a few days.
Those lows, 8, 6, 8, that is just ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. Hey, this is climatologically the coldest part of winter this coming week.
Wow.
Yep.
And we can expect the snow to stick around for a while too with those cold temperatures.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
It's
That's why
not
we say
going
clear it
anywhere.
off and get the ice melt down.
All right. Thanks, Bill.